Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victa Repentance series. Happy Tuesday, Mosh Pit. Happy August, Mosh Pit. I hope you all had a great start to your new month and new Tuesday. I almost said new week, but then it's like, nah, Tuesday is definitely not the new Monday, thankfully. So we did have another video across 3,000 likes, puts it at 138 over 150 now, only 12 away. Thank you all very much for all the support over the last weekend. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Here's your meme of the day. This one brought to you by, once again, Painter D&D 40WK. Title thread was episode 757, Down the Tier List With You. Or any other health generator. Deal, you're my new best friend. Shh, your princess in another castle. I mean, look, a lot of people really didn't get my obsession, not obsession, just my love of a fortune cookie. Oh my good. Oh, what in the world? What kind of anti-synergy start is this? CJ is gonna be 7 Tango X-Ray Quebec Kilo Delta Hotel 0. It's an anti-synergy because we've got Taurus, but then we've also got it's butter too. Okay. We got Taurus, but also a flying pony. So the pony is going to at least cancel out some of Taurus's badness, but I guess it's technically not really an anti-synergy. It's just that Taurus hurts. Well, no, I guess it could be considered an anti-synergy because Taurus actually actively hurts the flying pony, because normally our movement speed would be capped at 1.5 currently. That'd be the soft lower cap, the floor, if you will, of our movement speed. But because we have Taurus, it's to 1.2. So yeah, of course, Taurus being Taurus is not very good. Mainly because of the massive, and I mean massive, movement speed down that you get, but more importantly, of course, it also takes a little bit to ramp up, and then when it finally does, yeah, sure, having invincibility is nice, but it's not worth the movement speed down. And we've seen many times before that we don't have we don't really have a good amount of options to recover from Taurus if you pick it up, but obviously if you start with it, there's not really much you can do about it. So. But at least with Flying Pony, we are, flying. So that's going to allow us to do stuff like this. And I was really hoping we are going to get a bomb out of that so we can go get that tinted rock in the other room, which, yeah, it's funny game. It's real cool. Real cool. Real swell. But we also got Lost Fly, of course, which is going to actually actively taunt things that you see right here, which is great. That is one of the changes that they did in Repentance that works very, very well. Look, we got a chariot card. I'm going to go back and go blow up that tinted rock. Our tears rate is not terrible. Our damage is also actually not that bad. 3.61 is, it's slightly above average. So, I'll take it. Looking for coins here since we do have the counterfeit penny. And, yeah, it was a great weekend of Isaac episodes. I guess I can say it now. I was on a very short vacation. I did actually go up to Chicago, Illinois for the National Card Convention, and also to go hang out with some friends, including Coach Krendor and Toaster Woman. So it was a lot of fun. It's the first time I've ever been to Chicago or Illinois in general. And I gotta say, Chicago is a very, very beautiful city. I tweeted out some pictures after I had already left, of course, and I was genuinely surprised and also really impressed with how beautiful Chicago was. We took the riverboat tour and all this stuff, and it was really neat. I didn't used to be into that sort of stuff, but I don't know, there was something really cool about it, and learned a lot of stuff about the historical buildings in Chicago. And overall, it was a great time. So meeting a lot of people. I did meet some people who recognized me at the National, and we'll talk about it in a moment. If you don't know what the National is, by the way, it is the National Card Convention, which is it's basically the Super Bowl of card shows, so trading card. It's mostly sports, but it does have other trading cards like Pokemon, Magic, Yu-Gi-Oh, that sort of thing. But it's mostly sports cards, and it was great to hang out with people. Again, I did have some people who did recognize me, which is always cool. Like I don't announce like when I have like trips and stuff. Also, I really screwed that up. And I have to use the chariot card so we don't burn any of these soul hearts. But people did. I did have a few people come up and say hello, and it was, it was cool. Like I enjoy. I don't miss doing conventions and that sort of thing, but I'm always happy when I do them, just because like it is neat to meet people and see people like fans of the show and stuff. So it's really cool. It definitely got me missing like working BlizzCon and stuff like when I used to. But overall, it was an enjoyable time, and those of you who do happen to live in Chicago, like you got a beautiful city. I definitely am a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the sports teams though. Like I don't care about Chicago sports teams. Let's not get crazy. But I will say that the city of Chicago, anyway, from the parts that I saw, were very, very clean. Lake Michigan. Oh my gosh. Let me talk about Lake Michigan for just a second. Lake Michigan was by far my favorite thing that I saw in Chicago. It was really, really, really cool, man. Like as much GeoGuessr that I've played in my time, and and all the stuff that Ryan and I did, like I never realized that Chicago was actually like on Lake Michigan. I had no idea. And being from Bermuda, like I'm not used to seeing a body of water that large and have it not be salt water. So like just the sheer size of Lake Michigan, and like it's not even like the largest lake either, but the sheer size of Lake Michigan just truly captivated me. And it was a really, really, really fun trip. So it was neat to learn all that stuff. So, but yeah, that blew my mind. The fact that there was a body of water that large that was not salt water. Like that's just insane to me. Hope we're gonna get a little bit of extra health there. We have one bomb for the secret room, which I think is to the right, but I'm not entirely sure. Still not sure. There's too many questions. So okay, so we know it's not there. So it's above the arcade. It's either above the arcade or here, but I would more suspect that it's above the arcade. If I walk into that fire again, I'm gonna be real mad at myself. So we can maybe get into the boss trap room here, which is something that we need to do. Yeah. I'm gonna buy this red heart because I want to try to get a payout of that demon judgment as well without sacrificing my soul heart. This is almost borderline misplay because, like, honestly, we have the counterfeit penny, and this is kind of like screwing us, demon judgment. So, like, screw you. And we also have money equals power, so like we want to be actively getting money here. Yes. Yeah, overall, Chicago, really cool. Really dug the city. Really dug the, we went on the Navy Pier, which was really cool. And, yeah, it was just a lot of fun. Lots and lots of fun. Bro. Demon Judgments, everybody. Demon Judgments. We could have gotten so much money and so much damage out of there, and we're just kind of pot committed. But I'm not gonna use a bomb for this either. So we're done. Demon Judgment. Gonna hold on to the counterfeit penny because it's just more important for us to have a way to get more money. Now the super secret room's here. Good. Very good start here outside of Taurus. Of course, not counter penny, but camouflage undies is also a fantastic help for us as well with DPS. Allows us to kind of move around a little bit quicker, which does counteract the Taurus effect, which is very nice. But it also gives us a bigger damage boost right out of the gate. So if we really need to nuke something down really quickly, we can, and do it fairly quickly. That's the nice thing about the camo undies. It also does something else. It does that like is always something that I forget, but every now and then I do remember, is that it does deal an AOE little burst of like AOE damage whenever he comes out of the stealth, which you can use actually to break keepers. You can actually use them to destroy keepers, which is also kind of nice. Oh, okay, game. All right. All right. A little generous there with the bounce back, but sure. So if you don't know what just happened there, we bounced off of the wall, and somehow hitting the globe and off of that causes damage. Off of the ricochet. What can you do? That's right there is what I'm talking about. You can just sit there and just trade with the enemies and not have to worry about. I mean, they're not going to overtake your damage. Like you're going to be able to just truly dominate them. Candy Heart's good here. We have been using a lot of red hearts. Candy Heart is going to give us permanent stat upgrades every time we pick up a red heart and recover it. So it's not anything that I would say is worthy of like, oh, this is like the new Keeper sack or like, clickbait or anything. But it is good. Candy Heart, if you're looking for incremental damage ups, Candy Heart is your man. And it's all about getting rewarded for doing something that you were going to be doing anyway, which is picking up red hearts, assuming that you have red hearts to recover. So being able to do that while also gaining stats is like a match made in heaven. It just depends on how many red hearts you're recovering. So you really shouldn't, if you can help it, you really shouldn't try to pick up whole hearts when you're only healing for a half heart. It's not a huge deal, but it's certainly something. So I am going to take BFFs to help out with Lost Fly. And we could take Buddy in a Box, but sorry, Buddy in a Box guy. Right now we're currently lowering our damage, but it's because I'm hopeful that we at least get a Devil Deal here. Speaking of Devil Deal, we need to go back and destroy the Keeper inside the shop. Pick that up. Okay. Megamaw. Now, Megamaw is not someone we can usually use the Force on. Yeah, we got lucky there. Also picked up 4.5 volt, of course, which is going to allow us to use multiple instances of the pony. Good. Then we get the bull with the Taurus. We did get Devil Deal and another HP upgrade. And a Krampus fight. All right. At least we got a lump of coal. Better than poking the eye with a sharp stick. There's the Lost, and now we have the part of the episode where we talk about last week's question. Actually, let me get this over here so I can read it. So, on the Thriller episode, which by the way, I'm so glad that everyone loved the thumbnail art for that one, because like that was one that I pitched to Alex, and I was like, hey, I talk about Michael Jackson in this episode, and like I think it would be really eye catchy, and he did a great job. It took a couple revisions because like he's not a Michael Jackson fan, but man, oh man, that thumbnail came out to be one of the most legendary ones. Even Ed retweeted it, which I thought was really cool. Anyway, question of the episode last week was rank your most important core stat 1 through 3, and we talked about what core stats were. Tears, damage, movement speed, etc. And the most upvoted one by far and away was Wyatt Sipes, who said tears number 1, damage number 2, movement speed number 3, and you can't argue with it. I mean, that's absolutely the most, in my opinion, the correct. Okay, I don't want to say correct because there's no wrong opinions on this, but in my opinion, it's the most. It's the opinion that I agree with the most. Let's put it that way. Another mostly upvoted comment was from Midway Train MX2, who said damage, tears, and luck. Now, that one surprised me, but they put in parentheses, I like using tear effects. So, again, when you're talking about games like Isaac, one of the best things about it is that it can be played so many different ways. And this just goes to show you like how varying our opinions are going to be with the same game. Like we all play the same game differently. Some of us do anyway. Absolutely get Death's Touch here. Speaking of tier effects. Okay, so there's a lot of red hearts in there that we can absolutely use for Candy Heart. We just need to get a way of shedding these red hearts here if we can. Obviously, now with Sagittarius and Death's Touch, we have a lot of burst power here to go with Camo Undies, and that is a really neat sneak attack that we've got. I don't remember if we've been up here. Yeah, we saw it the first time game. Okay. You know the secret room's there, 100% guaranteed. Is what I would normally say, but of course I'm just trying to keep everyone honest here. Like, so, what kind of moron would think the secret room was there on that 95% room? Traded 2 keys for a bomb, essentially, which is not a great trade. Now it's so nice. What's so nice about this is that we basically have a way of like instantaneously recharging whatever spacebar item we have. Well, maybe not totally, but like at least halfway. You know, like we're dealing lots of damage now, and we're just gonna deal even more damage later on. You screwed up, Fallen. You done goofed. Multi-dimensional baby. I don't think there's a way for us to actually get any. I'd love to be able to shed these red hearts, but I'd also love to get boss rush if possible. And finally, we had Trenton Olson 8387 last week, who said, hot take, 1 damage, 2 HP, 3 range. And they said, I genuinely would prefer chunkage over tears. My least favorite items in the game is soy milk. Sorry, Sin. And you don't have to be sorry for having an opinion. I mean, I used to have the same opinion about soy milk. Like, everyone knows it. Like, it's been documented on YouTube for years now. Like, you know, me and soy milk, we've had a contentious relationship over the years. But I do think that soy milk is a net positive at this point in the game, and that's just because it benefits so much from other tier effects that, like, it's just good. Like, it's just really, really good in my opinion. Now there are times where you wouldn't want soy milk, obviously, but for the most part, me and soy milk are we're in good. We've got a good thing going, you know. Remember, whenever I ask the question of the episode, everybody submit your answers accordingly on the thread. I will say, and I keep reiterating this, but sometimes YouTube does not save my question. Sometimes it just straight up just eats the actually I don't know why I picked up. I was sitting there talking. I didn't even think about it. We shouldn't have picked up Tech X here. That actively made this run much worse. For now, anyway. I mean, we might be able to get some kind of benefit out of it, but yeah, that picking up Tech X here was not a good pickup. But don't get me wrong, Tech X is still great, but it's actually not as good as what we had here. Get another HP upgrade and no Devil Deal. Excuse me, game. I used the horse there. Oh, if we wanted to get a whole bunch of red hearts, we've got them. And apparently this room didn't. Wait, there we go. All right. I don't want to go to the store because I don't want to lower our damage here with money equals power. But yeah, that's, you know, that's the weird thing about YouTube is that sometimes when I leave the comment, so what I'll do is like I'll unlist a video and then put my comment for the question of the day there, and sometimes it sticks and sometimes it won't. So if you happen to not see a comment of the day there, or question of the day, it's because YouTube ate it, because I'm always doing them now. So, and also I may not be able to post a new comment right away as soon as the video goes up. So if an enterprising member of the mosh pit wishes to do so after you hear the question of the day, just in case, just so people's answers, like one thing I don't want is like people's answers to be lost in the sauce just because like the thread didn't save or whatever, thanks to YouTube. So if for some reason you don't see my comment, if one of the early mosh pitters wants to pick it up and say, hey, like, you know, this is the official question of the day, just please make sure it matches the same question that I ask in the episode. Again, I'm going to try my very best to make sure that doesn't happen, but in the off chance that YouTube does eat the comment and I am not able to post it right away when the video goes up, if someone wants to, that would be a great help, and I'll make sure that I pin that comment. And I'll comment on that one saying, hey, this is the official one, like, you know, post your responses here, because that, like, it's all about engagement at the end of the day, obviously. But got a full card here. Obviously we're going to be taking this. Super secret should be meow, not meow. Thought it was meow, but it wasn't meow. No, you don't understand. Thank you. Yeah, TechX really made this run a lot worse. Significantly so. Okay. Like if we're talking, playing and being distracted. How it goes. Mark and I have got the music down for the next song that we're doing. It's a legit cover song, one that I've talked about before. Obligatory, these Devil Deals, man, have not been phenomenal either. And, yeah. Tammy's head, maybe? I would miss having our movement speed and flying, though. I mean, we'd be able to use Tammy's head a lot, but I can't pass up. I mean, I can, but I don't want to pass up having so much flying. I'll be doing vocals probably tomorrow. Probably at the time that this video comes out on Tuesday, I'll be doing vocals, new track. So expect my voice to be a little hoarse over the next couple days here. Try not to blow up my vocal cords too much. Should be, I mean, it's a relatively easy song to sing, so we'll see. We shall see. Right now, we're looking pretty solid on this run. Definitely would. I mean, we need more tiers, and we absolutely need to get some more damage here. It's not even really TechX's fault. It's just that we're losing out on that burst DPS that we had with Camo Undies. That is one legit change. I think that whoever's in charge now at doing balancing in Isaac, I think that they should definitely consider, because TechX will fire automatically if you have Kidney Stone. So like it does like the multiple shots and, like, you know, the really crazy attack speed. I think that if it's going to be allowed to do that with TechX and Kidney Stone, then it should do so with Camo Undies. I don't think that that's too much to ask. Or maybe it is, I don't know. Yeah, I am, even though I know that, like, we've gotten so much HP already in this run, I'd still much rather have flying than not. Flying is such a great tool to have. little bits that I played Isaac, so I'm a little bit rusty here, but yeah, it's not so far anyway. It's not terribly bad start like the TM trainer run. Man, oh man, it was fun reading the comments, and still people are still commenting on that run too. Just like, you know, just shocked that we got TM trainer not only again, but like also got Damocles on there, and I'm like, yeah, we are totally FUBAR. It is 100% going to happen. This is it. I'm glad that it wasn't, but it was a struggle bus, and I mean that's the ultimate struggle bus right there. And I do think that if we didn't get any of that, if we didn't get the fruitcake effect or whatever we had on that episode, we were absolutely screwed. Like it was over. It was 100% over. I don't think there was any way I could have survived that if we didn't get those tier effects like Holy Light and that sort of thing. Bottom of the map, everybody. Just in case if you were wondering. You should absolutely hit this because not only does it give us damage, but also remember, we got Candy Heart here, so. And we haven't really utilized Candy Heart at all because we haven't been getting hit, so. Look at that. 0.16 tiers, 0.2 damage, and 0.02 move shot speed. Look at that. Candy Heart. Now, I will say, and this isn't a legit anti-synergy here, is Candy Heart. No, I take that back. I take it back. I was going to say Maggie's Bow and Candy Heart is legit anti-synergy, but it's actually not. It actually heals, like this half heart's going to heal for a full heart now. Which means that we're going to gain more stats if I can ever pick it up. There we go. Going to get rid of the heart again. Sticking with IV bag is not necessarily a terrible idea. Not a fun idea, though. Right? Go, everybody. Another dead end for you. Now, Rotten Hearts don't actually do anything. Get rid of it. Maggie's Bow makes all red hearts heal double of what they normally would. So a half heart would heal for 2 heart, or for 1 heart. A double heart like we just had in that other room heals for 4, which is massive. Marbles, which is kind of whatever. So, yeah. We just sent out the golden keychain for the month of August. Congrats to Brittany. Brittany was the lucky winner of the limited edition golden keychain this month. She's been a long-time patron, and we've had a lot of people sign up for the Patreon on the $25 tier, even though I know that it's still not done yet. Basically, the artist that I had to do the graphical update on the Patreon, she backed out. So I'm having to get Alex to do it, and obviously he's very busy and stuff. So, of course, I wanted to say that if you are interested in getting any sort of commission work done, you can contact Alex down in the description below. Acromonopolis, he's the one who does the thumbnails. Sometimes I give him ideas for thumbnails. Other times he does them himself. Fear the Night. It doesn't really matter because we got flying. Although we could in theory get rid of the flying pony now, because now that we got flying and our movement speed's pretty decent even with Taurus. But yeah, contact Alex if you're interested in getting some high quality thumbnails or anything else you need. Does an excellent job, and I think that he's done a supremely good job at the thumbnails, and No, it's what makes the channel stand out, and you know, it's always good to have good thumbnails, even though we do get memey sometimes. I've got a Thame here, so Thame is just going to roll everything as we continue to gain more damage thanks to the counterfeit penny. Oh baby, if we can get rid of these red hearts, you betcha. Gain more damage, 10.58 now. And we'll get this double heart here. We got a tears up. Hey, I'll take it. This is going to be another double heart heal. And it gave us range. Honestly, range with Tech X, I'll take it. Tech X and Lump of Coal is just so. I mean, it's a great upgrade for us. I had to use the horse there because we were about to get hit by that volley of tears that was just streaming at us. The Taurus activated immediately in here for some reason. If you're wondering what I'm holding onto the stars card for, it's for the dark chest. So maybe we can get a free ride to the Lamb. Hit Purgatory there. There we go. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we don't care about Book of the Dead. Duck. Ow. Dang right, you're gonna give me that freaking heart back. And we are incentivized to keep going with HP upgrades here again because of Candy Heart. I don't believe. This is my take on it. I don't think that Candy Heart's good enough for you to really build around necessarily, but there's no reason, if you can actually help an item out, there's no reason not to, you know? What? Let's go to, yeah, it just goes to the dark chest. Okay. Hey, I'm fine with that. We skipped Stanley. It's totally fine with me. Literally no reason to fight Stanley, so, oh man. I'm gonna take Incubus here. I will also take Death's List. Not gonna worry about Cambi Conception, and we got taken kind of far away, I guess, and it's the wrong way. All right. The only problem here with Taurus and high movement speed is that it activates immediately. Kidney Stone, speaking of the devil. Yeah, so you see what's happening here. In my opinion, this is just my humble opinion, I think that should happen with Camo Undies. Gonna wait for Kidney Stone to proc here. Yeah, there we go. So if you weren't paying attention, watch what happens when we fire Kidney Stone with Tech X. It's great. And that's not even me holding down the button, like the fire button. That's just literally just what happens. I think that should happen with Camo Undies, so it's not so much of an anti-synergy with Tech X. Oh my god. That legit looked like we charged the Lamb and we just decapped him. I mean, we just ear-holed him all the way across the room. That was great. Yeah, we're going to do victory lap. Good run. Second C is going to be Alpha 6 Hotel Victor. Opew. I mean, it's technically 0, but going to go back to the main menu real quick just because Multidimensional Baby's freaking out. And that will happen pretty much guaranteed on every single victory lap you do if you have a follower. Dunscap's actually not terrible here. I mean, Dunscap is usually terrible, but here it's not. No, we're going to take the treasure now. I mean, come on now. We did end up swallowing the counterfeit penny as well, which is kind of good. Oh, Lost Fly. How could you do that to me? Had such a good thing going. Obviously, we have multiple ways now of making up, of getting extra stats. Thanks to Death's List, thanks to Candy Heart, all kinds of stuff. All we're missing is Keeper Sack now. We get not one, but 2 HP upgrades. That's going to lead me to today's question of the episode. Get ready, everybody, in case you've been skimming through or you're just kind of not watching and you're just kind of sort of listening. Tell me your favorite carry support item. Now, carry support can be defined a couple of ways. My definition of like the premier carry support item would be something like Tech Point 5. Not necessarily a hard carry item, but a carry support item, you know? And you can also, if you really wanted to, you could stretch the definition and include like Keeper Sack in there. You could put like, you know, maybe Money Equals Power. Like that's a good one. If you could only have one, name your favorite carry support item. Could you even say Binge Eater? Yeah, you could even say Binge Eater. I would say that. I would say that Binge Eater could be considered a carry support, but you might differ on that. I'd love to know your opinion on it. My God. I guess we finally get a Tears upgrade with Squeezy. And yep. Take that just to max out our damage. The cost of 3 soul hearts, no big deal. Look at that. We got a soul heart back thanks to Death's List. And yeah, we haven't fought Mother in a while, so let's go to alt path. It's been a bit. Been a little bit. This is not like a perfect run by any means, but it's definitely decent. Got a soul heart there thanks to, oh wow, okay. I didn't mean to actually hit the fire. I think all we got to do is just pick up an item or something. Yeah, we're back to Eden now. This is another kind of annoying thing with Taurus is that it does this to the music. Dumpy, Puffy Buddy. I will say one of the things that I was genuinely not concerned about, but was wondering about was Sissy. I didn't know if Sissy would still be there because obviously she may feel like she has to like kind of stay put, you know. And I'm frequently not out of the house for as long as I was. So I didn't mean to. Deck of cards. Yeah, we can get a deck of cards. PH Dizzle. So I was curious to see if Sissy was going to still be there, and secondly, if she is like was just gone, like if she was just going to be gone. And so, to my surprise, she didn't move much. She did kind of shift over around the corner a little bit, which I'm starting to get a little bit. I'm starting to get a little disapproving of, because I don't want her to like wander across like the house and everything. But it's still within tolerance currently. Currently within tolerance is the status of that. But she is unnoticed. I'm not gonna waste the kidney stone rock on Daryl. Although Taurus just wasted it for us, so hey Taurus. We did get Stapler, which is great, and look at this. You know what? Let's get crazy with it. gonna say hit, then hit. That. I'm gonna take you. We're gonna take you, and we might as well take you. Look at that. We get one left over. Don't even need it. Look at that. Beautiful. Down we go. You thought I was gonna forget the knife piece. You thought poor Olsen Victor, oh, he's gonna go, he's gonna forget it. Look, here he goes. Come on now. Come on now. We get our knife piece real quick. Remember, we have we've got BFF as well, so like the fact that we just do Tech X shots and just like eventually when we are allowed to fire, of course, thanks to Taurus, it's gonna be great. Let's just turn that down. How about that? Because it's going to be constant. And I don't want to disturb the part of the mosh pit that uses these as ASMR. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're sleeping well. Those dreams are flying overhead like a lovely cloud. Sit back and relax. Joy. Little Dumpy. There's the maze. This is a in the room, or no, this is a global D20, so might as well. Yave. We don't really need a reverse sun card, to be honest. I could have made it out of there in time, but we got a Hierophant card. We are not unkillable, but hey, look, we finally get to fire stuff. So this is what soy milk would look like if we had soy milk in this build, and that would be great. I also swallowed the Rib of Greed, I think. Capricorn is Capra excellent. Now, if I recall correctly, Purgatory doesn't count against Death's List. And it's so hard with Camo Undies to know, like, where when our invincibility is wearing off. Grab this here as well. We do have PH Dizzle, so we might as well movement speed. Another Chariot card. So let's give us a shot speed upgrade, which is actually not that great. But yeah, as per our question of the episode, everyone, what is your favorite carry support item? Doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to be the best, but I'm curious. I'm really curious to see how far people's definition of the idea of a carry support item goes. Every sense of the word. Exactly know what hit me over there, but there's a lot of stuff going on right now. Another HP upgrade, and we'll get Guppy. Don't really need Death's List again, or Death's Touch. I mean, it is damage, I guess, but it's a Tears down. I guess we'll take it. Shot speed upgrade, of course. We do get the left hand, which we may not want to swallow, but Joker card here. We get D Bizzle. Pentagram, of course, we are going to take as well. We have a Gulp Trinket, or we have a Gulp Pill. I I guess it doesn't really matter if we get rid of the left hand or not. Like, it's still going to be beneficial for us just because we want to try to get Guppy. Escal baby. Piggy bank for sure. We don't need. We've already got 4.5 volt. This I will take the 9 volt, however. And we can take fanny pack. I know that we're lowering our damage quite a lot here because obviously we're spending money, but this is still worth it in the long run to get our HP back. And again, remember, we've already swallowed the counterfeit penny, so money is not necessarily all that important. I mean, it is obviously. Well, now it's not. I mean, it still is, but like, you know. Okay, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to destroy this fire here. Not hard, Isaac. That is pretty lame that Taurus cancels out the kidney stone effect. Oh man, we had great hair today, Eden. What happened? What was our starting item? I don't even remember what we started with anymore. Oh, Taurus, that's right. Yeah, that's the reason why we couldn't see it. Great hair here. Great run overall. I mean, it's been great. Did I say great enough? I think I did. Second knife piece here. Then we got to go run through the mother run called the Indiana Jones spectacle. Obviously, the music is turned down because of Taurus. The mother is fairly easy to influence. You can just do one little move like that, and it just yeets her off into the sunset. Now, you do have to be careful of that stuff right there, where she likes to charge off screen. And that's one of the mechanics that really makes Tainted Jacob annoying as well. I mean, everything makes Tainted Jacob annoying, but, you know, with Dark Hee-Haw being able to charge you off screen and stuff, and then go through doors, and especially since that, like, you know, one-shot you, yeah. There we go. No problem with the mother run there. Only one away from Guppy now. Oh, we got Guppy. Look at that. They devil deal-less Guppy. No. I take that back. We did get Guppy's head inside of a devil deal. Take that back. But still, close enough. Notice that we're dealing damage with Taurus, which is also recharging our spacebar item here. Cat of Nine Tails. Bizzle dropped us a heart. Thank you, D-Bizzle. Yeah, I guess. We already got conjoined, so we might as well get Rotten Baby. I get those coins, and we're going to head on down and really take it to Mother here. It's been a little bit since we've done Alt Path, and people still question as to why I don't do Alt Path. It's just because I just don't like it. You know, you can say what you will about, like, oh, you get an extra item, you get an extra boss item, that sort of thing, but it's like, I'm pretty sure that we can get through a run without needing an extra boss item and not have to put up with the crap that is like all over Alt Path.
Balls of steel.
But that is why we did the we did do that Light Streak goal, which was to do an all Alt Path week, and we definitively shown that it does. You do sometimes get a great benefit out of doing Alt Path every single run. It's just not usual. It's not usually like that. I wonder why I came in here is just because I wanted to see if we can get stat ups here. Our damage is still pretty good. Careful, these brimstone spires will still fire at you no matter what. despite there being nothing in here. There we go. Half. We got a half of a percentage of a tier, which is great. Not percentage. We got half of a point of a tier. For a donation machine, that would be nice. Actually, I take that back. We're on a victory lap. Look, like I said, it's been a little bit since I played Isaac. Being away from a while, you know, it definitely hurts. It hurts Twitch more than anything. It doesn't really hurt YouTube because I can schedule videos, obviously. But with Twitch, it's totally different. If you're not streaming, you're not getting any subs. Okay, we get Blood of the Martyr, which is gonna give us a nice little damage upgrade as well. And things are just dying before we can even really shoot, especially with us having the guppy flies. Dizzle giving us perks. Probably could have held on to that for the mother fight, but and now we're just plowing all these guppy flies into the bosses. Booster pack, yay. 2 diamonds. 2 diamonds pretty good. We'll use the 2 diamonds now. They gave us 1.77 damage. I will take a hermit card. Not take this Garbo Devil Deal. Gonna take jumper cables here. This gives us basically 20 cents, so. And it's gonna be a lot more actually with oh my gosh. With counterfeit penny. All these guppy flies we're just letting loose. I know there's an item room here, but we're already at the boss, and we're not going to need it. Yeah. Yeah. Down goes Mama. And, yeah, we can go check out boss rush real quick. And it's terrible. All right. Try that again, Isaac. One more time. There you go. Bizzle hooking it up, and we're just gonna cruise to a nice easy Tuesday win here over Mother. Well, I mean, we gotta go through Corpse, obviously. Gotta go through Corpse. Just wanted to see what was in there. I will say that definitely Taurus needs to be brought up as like one of the most boring items. Mainly because, like, if it activates instantly and you have a lot of, like, passive damage dealing abilities, like with flies or spiders or whatever, it's like you just walk through rooms. Not exactly dynamic, you know, but that's why we got a lot of stuff to talk about. Isaac is just as good as a gameplay game as it is as a commentary game. Commentary vessel, if you will. Emperor card. Use that on the next floor just to go straight to Mother and call it a day. Good Tuesday, leading on into Wacky Wednesday. What do we have planned for Wacky Wednesday? Honestly, at this point, I don't quite know yet. Obviously, with last week's episode, the improvement with the Let Me Get Down version, or with the you know, we get items and then like they fall off every 5 seconds. It was. The idea was there. It's just the execution is a little bit wonky, obviously. But, you know, that's why we asked the questions like, how would you improve this? Would you want to see that again? Most people were kind of over it, and that's fine. Like, that's totally fine. Some people wanted to see the delete this challenge, which we might end up doing tomorrow. We'll see. I haven't really decided. I don't plan that much stuff in advance. Look at the absolute demon shot speed that we have here. constantly spawning. It's either guppy flies or it's bighorn hits. Purgatory all the way back up here. Down goes Mother. No big deal at all. We get the dub here. Thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button. Leave a comment down below. Remember, answer that question of the episode. What is your favorite carry support item? And what is your definition of a carry support item? Just put that, put that in the comment below as well. I do appreciate all the support, everyone, over the weekend. Have a great start to your Tuesday. We look forward to Wacky Wednesday tomorrow. And as always, I will see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Janice, Zombie Fingers, and Dershuti01. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.